All right, guys, let's go check on Kita. This is one of my days off. That's 1:49 a.m. Let's go see where she is. I let her out at about 11:30. Or no, I think 11 o'clock I let her out. And it actually stopped raining. Where's our girl at? Hi, Kita Baloo. You come in now when you want to warm up, okay? She'll stay out there till the sun comes up. Alright. I gotta tell you guys what I did with the bike, man. I'm going the distance, guys. If you build it, he will come. I'm gonna get something to eat. I just finished doing some stuff on it. What are we gonna have here? See, this is Kita's right here. I made her. Here, let's move some of this crap. Look at what my wife does. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what she does. This is what she does, guys. Don't think of no one. You don't think of no one. Look at this. Look at this. Don't think of nobody. How about herself? These are dog burgers. I mixed chicken with hamburger with 80-20 hamburger beef. What I did is I used my meat grinder over there. This is our little Cuisine Mart meat grinder. And I ground the chicken up and I made chicken burgers, chicken beef burgers. And those are slaw dogs. And I made us some fried chicken too. Let me see what else we have in here. I made manicotti the other day. And I made Italian Easter pie. It should be, oh, you know what? This is going to wind up on the damn floor. Maybe she ate everything. I have to see if there's any left. But I did make Italian Easter pie. It's also called pizza rustica. All right, guys. So, I had to take the camshaft back out in order to get the tappet blocks up and take the tappets out, or the valve lifters out. There's only two ways you can get the tappets out. You either got to take the heads off. We're going to get to that in a little bit. I ain't done yet. You either got to take, number one, the head's got to come off, and you lift everything up like that, or you got to take the camshaft out. And I'm going to eat this hamburger, drink the other sip of coffee I have in that cup there, and I'm going to take you down to the garage. I'm going to show you guys what I did so far to the motorcycle. I did get the tappets out, the tappet blocks out. I had to take the cam cover. I had to take the exhaust pipes off. I had to take the cam cover off. I pulled the camshaft out. By the way, that bearing stayed in place. It's not spinning around. So the bearing, the camshaft, no, oh, not bearing. Well, I said bearing in the last video I made about this thing. The camshaft bushing, it's staying in place. It is not spinning around. So that was a success. And we had to take the camshaft out. We took the tappets out. The tappets aren't damaged. My push rods are straight. They didn't get bent, thank God. I could save those. I wanted to save those because they cost a lot of money too. And the tubes, we got the tubes off. And I'm going to also take the heads off too, because I want to clean up the top of the piston, and I want to clean inside of the cylinder heads, and I'm going to take the valves off because I want to clean the valves. And I might have to resurface where the valve lands on the head. I forget what those are called. I did that in engine school, and for the life of me, I cannot think of what that term is called. But basically, you can grind that by hand. We used to have a machine that did it, but you can do it by hand with a hand stone, and that way the valve will seat against that a lot better. I'm going to also do that too, and I have a commercial valve spring compressor. We're going to do that also. We're going to take the tank off, we're going to take the heads off, we're going to clean all that crap up inside there. Then once I'm all done, I have to pressure wash the engine with filling the engine brake. So let me eat this and I'll show you guys what I did. Okay guys, yeah, so here's our push rods. By the way, in order to get the lifter blocks off, the fasteners they're 12 point, these are 1/4 inch. What you're going to need is this is a 1/4 inch drive. These are 12-point sockets. The socket to take those lifter block fasteners off is a 1/4 inch, and I used a universal join to get into the back bolts. All my push rods, none of them are bent. I was able to get the push rods out in one piece. Here's the lifters. The lifters, I don't know. I'm going to have to check them out. The lifters that go in that, I'm going to have to take a look at these guys here. I forgot what they were. I was able to look at them. You know what, I'm going to have to check out the inside of my guides. I mean, these aren't scratched up bad. But my other tappets did come in. They did come in, guys. There's the cam, we got the cam out. My cam cover was a beer to get off. I put that sucker on good, brother. I have another gasket for that too. I have a gasket over there. So I ordered the gaskets, the tappet block gaskets off Big Dog. They should be coming in. These are real. I didn't think the bottoms of these tappet blocks were so damn long. Let's see. We also ordered O-rings too, guys, for these. I'll probably repolish these on my buffing wheel over there before I insert them. Maybe I'll look at the insides of these. We'll brush them up a little bit, or maybe I'll leave them alone. I'll have to take a look at the insides of them. See, that gasket came off with no problem. I could probably use the gaskets over. You know what I'll do? I'll save these old gaskets. We'll put the new set on. Now, these go in a certain way, okay? Like I said, in order to put the tappets on, you have to take the camshaft out. Because the tappets go from the bottom up. They don't go from the top down. Here, I don't want to mix those up. See, now this is your tappet right here, right? It won't fit. And they'll go in a certain way. They go from the bottom So, you know, what I should have did was, I'm losing an O-ring already. Oh, I'm going to replace them anyway. What I should have did was, you know what? I think I did lose an O-ring out of that, guys. I'm gonna have to look around. There's a my metal washer that goes in there. So let's see here. Yeah, so we have metal washers and then the O-ring. Let me see if I can find that damn O-ring. All right, I found it. Man, my lens, guys. Let me see if I clean you up a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take the tappet screen off again, too. We'll clean that again. So I might as well, I mean, I'm halfway there anyway with the heads, and they do need clean. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to take this off. We have to take the carb off. Yeah, we have to take the manifold off. The compression release valves. You know what? I think I might replace the compression release valves. I think I might put new ones on while I have the heads off. And then these rocker top boxes, I'm going to try to refinish them. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I should get these chrome plated or just refinish them. But we're going to have to take the manifold off. I did put a new coil on the coil cover's going to have to come off. And then we'll pop the heads off, this boy here. Because you can see where the gasket is. So it's from here on up is the head. But the gas tank's going to have to come off. You know, I don't know. Part of me wants to do it. You know, and what I'm thinking of doing, guys, I'm thinking of making this a project for the rest of the year, man. I'm not really that enthusiastic about riding around here anymore because the roads around here are just totally trashed. You know, that's what I'm seriously thinking of possibly not riding this anymore this year. That's how bad. And, you know, just trying to get around here, man, it's just horrible. It's a horrible place to try to get around in. Everything around here just got worse. Just got a lot worse, so. This camera's focusing is bad for some reason. Oh, I did order a light too. It's called the Big Larry light. I did order that. So yeah, we got to take our bits and pieces of the cam cover gasket off. So I don't know. Part of me wants to take them heads off, man. You know, I'd like to clean them up and clean the valves up. The timeline for this, when I'll have it done, you know, because I have to start on my other garage over there. I'm going to order the wood and the garage door. But so anyway, back to this, guys. Yeah, there's only two ways you can get those tappets out. Okay? And the one way is remove the heads. But in my opinion, in order to put the tappets in, I don't think it could be done unless you take that camshaft out. Okay? Because the tappets, once you get those blocks in, once you get the tappet blocks in, you have to, that camshaft got to be out, and you got to like put your hand in there and put them tappets up in there. And then when you wiggle the cam in, you got to lift those tappets up to get them on the cam lobes, like I did when I installed that 585 cam. Yeah, so that's where I am right now, guys. You know, the see the one problem I've always had is I'm always in a hurry. You know, the motorcycle, the big dog is a form of transportation for me. I have the car and the bike. You know, so if I go out to start the car one night and it doesn't start, I have to take the bike. Now I don't have a second form of transportation. You know, but the car is pretty reliable. The only problem I had with the car was that one night when the battery was dead, and I had to take the motorcycle. But since then, I have a new battery inside that. Plus, I have that little a jumper pack. But the battery there, that's good for another 4 or 5 years. So we got the cam. Like I said, the only way you can get that cam, or not the cam, the only way you can get the tappets out, and I think, guys, the only way to put the tappets in is you have to take the camshaft out, because you cannot put those. Oh, wait a second. You know, let me go get a lifter, a tappet block, because they do have the washers, and then there's an O-ring. Let's go check it out. All right, here's a lifter or a tappet. These are they're S&S 33-5342s. I don't know if you guys can see that. Man, I wonder if I should buff the insides of that tappet block. I don't know if you guys can see the little scratches there. You know, I'm going to see if I can buff that out a little bit. Possibly, my tappet may not have crashed on me. Okay, I don't remember which one it was. But these actually still might be good. You know what? I dodged the bullet, guys, with that. So, okay, here's the tappet block. Get some of the crap off here. Now, we got an O-ring. I'm getting all new O-rings, by the way, too. I got to tell you what happened to me with a company from eBay I ordered O-rings off of. They're on my do not buy from list. Okay, you got an O-ring, and then you got a flat washer. And the same for the other hole. Okay, now let's see if we can fit that tappet in there. Now, see, it's the wheel is stopping it from going in. So you cannot drop these down from top down. They have to be put in from underneath, like this. Man, these are going in hard, boy. I mean, they are an exact fit, bro. You know what, guys? I'm going to try to buff the insides of those tubes. I'm going to buff the insides of those a little bit. I mean, those are an exact fit. So, okay, well, that answers that question. So if you replace the tappet, you're going to have to take the camshaft out. So what we got to do, if I want to take the heads off, I mean, you've seen in that video of that bore scope, you've seen how cruddy, and the valves are probably the same. They're probably just as cruddy. I have to take the tank off, the cool cover, the carburetor, the manifold, unbutton those this clips, I think called JSP clips or JCP clips for the compression release valves, and then take the rocker box tops off. Then I have to unbolt the heads. You know, it's a little bit of a job. I mean, I can handle it. It's no problem at all. You know, then I can clean the tops of the pistons off. I can clean the inside of the head. I can take my valves off, and I can clean the valves up. You know, because it's like I told you guys, these roads around here, man, they have everything dug up. It's worse than ever around here. You know, every year around Allegheny County, as soon as the spring starts coming, they start on digging up this, digging up that, dig up this. Oh, we're improving this. This is what they tell you. We're improving this, improving that. And it's the same old crap year after year. There's no additional roads installed, no additional lanes. The traffic's worse than ever. It is so hard to get around here. That's why I mail order almost everything. And you know, guys, I've been down to Florida. I've been in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland. I've been in Massachusetts. I've been all the way up to Niagara Falls. Basically, I've been all along the East Coast. I've never been farther over than Cleveland, Ohio. But every single city I've been in, it is not as hard to get around as it is around Pittsburgh and Allegheny County. It is so hard to get around here because they don't add roads or lanes. And there's more people on the road than ever. They're in a rush more than ever. And what little bit of roads you have, they close them down. So, like I said with the bike, I'm in no rush to get the bike out. You know, I told you guys when the year started, I'm not going to do too many rides because I have a lot of stuff here to get done on the house, man. I got 4 years from now, I'm going to retire. I have to have these projects done. As soon as they're done, we're looking for another place to live, away from here. Because all you do here is you work to pay taxes. That's all you do. I just paid my county taxes off, okay? Right after you finish paying off your school taxes, boom, your county taxes come in. They're $542, okay? They give you 1 month to pay those. Then they start adding interest. As soon as you pay off your county tax, boom, your preschool tax comes in, which they raised it. It's called a preschool tax. The reason why they make a preschool tax is a lot of the senior citizens were crying and complaining to the township officials that we can't pay the school taxes too much. You're going to cause us to go homeless. So they said, okay, uno momento. I'll tell you what we'll do for you. The amount of money we were going to raise the school tax on you, we're going to put that on a separate bill. That way you won't think that your school taxes are going up, because we know you're stupid. We know you're stupid and you're a sucker, and there's a sucker born every second. So we're going to send you in a preschool tax. So we know you're stupid. You're not going to even notice this. So they send you in a preschool tax. That's $462. It went up. I think it went up $50, $60 since last year. That's $462. That has to be paid before the end of May. Then as soon as you pay that off, boom, your school tax starts coming in. And it's like this every year around here. That's why what me and my wife want to do is we want to move out to the country where the school tax is going to be low, the county tax is going to be low, And we're not going to work just to pay taxes. We're going to have a little bit of money, and maybe we can go on vacation somewhere. Or maybe there's going to be a little bit more lightened up on us so we can live with less stress. So, yeah, okay. And these got to go in a certain way. And it's like with these lifters here, the tappets, they also got to go in a certain way. I tell you, man, these are tight. These boys are tight, Jack. I'm gonna have to clean the insides of these up a little bit, man. You know, because when these go up, this little wheel here has to stay inside. Has to stay inside that pocket. So that's why, you know, I think I read on the Big Dog Forum, some guy said, make sure you put your tappet, make sure the tappet's going right. You know, guys, I got news for you, man. If you don't put these tappets in correctly, you're going to destroy your engine. Hey, look at that little hole in there. Look at that. Like, what good is that? And then they have here the R. I don't know if you can see that R. SAR, that means rear. So this block here, this is the rear one. Oh yeah, now about the company on eBay, I ordered a set of O-rings for the pushrod tubes, okay? I ordered them like 5 days ago. I also ordered stuff on eBay from Big Dog Parts. They send it in, second day it's mailed out. But a different company, there's a company over in Zieglerville, PA. You know, I figured my PA brothers aren't going to screw me. Here they screwed me. So this company is over in Zieglerville. I'm not going to say their names because YouTube's cracking down on stuff like that. Which I'll tell you what happened to me with YouTube last week. But there's a company that I bought a set of the O-rings for this bike. They're over in Zieglerville, PA. They had 98% good feedback, which I should have read the 2% negative feedback. The 2% negative feedback read, they have no communication, poor to no communication, and they take a real long time to ship their products. So 4 days went by. I asked them, you know, hey guys, I need these O-rings to put my engine back together. Can you please ship them? Nothing. Okay. 5th day, I emailed them again, the same thing. I said, please ship my order. No reply. 6th day, I emailed them. I said, ship my order ASAP or cancel my order ASAP. What did they do? They canceled my order. Thank God. They canceled my order. $15. Thank God they're only $15. So I figured I was going to, around the 4th day, I figured I'm going to have trouble with these people because I've been having a lot of trouble with people on eBay. You know, they take your money and they take your money, then they don't ship your order. So I bought the pushrod tube O-rings off of bigdogparts.net. And I believe they're shipped out. So those are what I'm waiting on, but I'd like to take those heads off, guys. You know, it's a little bit of work, man, but you know, with these motorcycles, a good piece of advice I give people is don't be in a rush to put them back together. Don't be in a rush to work on them. You know, just take your time and you know, do what's necessary. And I think this is what's necessary to do. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the heads off. You know, I was looking at these. Here's a little hole right here, has dirt in it. Then there's a hole down here. It's not a breather hole. It looks like it's closed off. I mean, why would they even make that? You know? Why would they even make something like that, guys? That's so crazy, man. Yeah, why would they even do something like that? Let me see something here, guys. I did get my quickie push rods came in, and my new tappets came in. Yeah, that hole's closed. What I will do is I want to show you guys I want to compare the quickie push rods to those other ones. So let me put these washers back in, because we don't want to lose the washers. The washers out in order, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I don't lose those. You know what? These O-rings still look like they're still good, but I'm gonna replace them anyway with new ones. All right, let me go wash my hands and we'll go get the other parts. Okay, here's my quickies. These are S&S quickie push rods. Here's the back of them, guys. If you need the part numbers, pause your screen. You know, when I bought these, I didn't really have the wanting to take the heads off. You know, and that's why I got quickies. I'm not going to return. I'm not returning these. Okay, this is the reason why these are called quickies is after you screw that all the way in. That's what they do. So I have this one here. This is screwed all the way up. That's why they're called quickies, because you could get these push rods in without going through all that stuff there that I just did. What the Harley people will do is they'll cut these with a pair of bolt cutters. They'll cut your stock ones. I mean, these boys, men, are big. They are big, Jack. They'll cut these with a pair of bolt cutters to get these boys here in. You know, then they shove them up in there, and then they adjust them. These only have one lock nut. I'm wondering if I should put Loctite on these threads here. I'm going to look at, part of me wants to put Loctite on them. See, now, another thing that I was told to do is, before I install these, blow these out. It's like, I have electronic cleaner. Put that little tube in there like that. Oh, it goes right in, look at that. And just go like that. And make sure there's no obstructions, because oil goes through the inside of the push rods. And then after you adjust them, you got this one lock nut here. What I like about the quickies is you can plainly see this part here. You can plainly see it. Okay, now the size of the thread shaft, it's basically the same thing. You know, the only difference is with your stock push rods, the bottoms are a little bit more buxom. Let's go get our micrometer. I'm gonna see if the I'm gonna see what the bodies, if the bodies are the same, because I mean, they feel the same to me. I think they're the same guys. So that's what a quickie push rod looks like, completely compressed. You know, like I said, what you do is you'll cut these with bolt cutters. They're done then. Throw them out. And then you can get this boy in there like that. You know, you naturally put your push rod tubes in. You slide these up inside your push rod tubes, and you got them on. Like I said, guys, if I would have known I was going to take my heads off, I probably would have just got regular push rods. But I mean, in a way, these are better in case if I have to take these off in the future. They're not going to be a job to take off. All right, and here's my tappets. Here, I'll give you guys a QR code on the tappets as well. And here's the front of them. I bought these off of Dennis Kirk. They're real good with shipping. I have to really commend Dennis Kirk. I bought the tappets and the quickie push rods. What I did is I messaged their tech department, and I told them what I need, and they gave me these numbers for the quickie push rods and the tappets. And my hat's off to them. They're very helpful, and they ship really fast. I've never had problems with Dennis Kirk. So, all right, let's get one of these out. Now, this is the brand new tappet. These are 33-5352s. And the one that was in the dog are 5342s. You can see the sides aren't scratched up at all. Looks like the rivets on the wheels are a little bit better on the new one. So, all right, got your little snap ring in there. Snap rings are a little different on the new one too. See, there's the old snap ring and the new one. All right, let's go get our micrometer, guys. We're going to do some measuring here. All right, first let's do our tappets. Okay, oh, this is a millimeter. Okay, that's in inches. We're at 0.843. 0.8435. That's the new tappet. The old one is 0.8380. How about the bottoms? Let's do the bottom part. 0.8390. The new one, the bottom is 0.8390, the same thing. The top is 0.840 for the new one. And let's do our overall size here. .975. Okay, that was the new one. This is the old one. About the same thing. Now let's do our push rod thickness here. .4315. Let's get a quickie out. .430. Yeah, 0.430 for the quickie. And this one here is the same thing. Same thing. 0.43, maybe 0.433, 0.431. It's the same thing. So yeah, you know, these seem a little stronger because of the way the bottom's made, guys. But you know, if you ever have to take these push rods out again, these quickies are going to save you some time and some money. But yeah, I'm wondering if I should put Loctite on where this lock nut goes on the threads. I wonder if I should put Loctite on them. I have to read the manual. I mean, you know, I think it would be a good idea so that these don't come loose. Because I think that's all that happened on the big dog. You know, I was trying to figure out why I wasn't starting. And I thought it was the coil. It never dawned on me that my rear exhaust valve wasn't opening up. Because the motorcycle would turn over and then it would like sporadically fire, you know, but it wasn't allowing the rear cylinder to fire because the exhaust port wasn't opening up. And that will stop it will stop the bike from turning over, especially on these high compression engines like this. So guys, my question to all you out there, all you guys, when I say guys, I just don't mean men, because there is some female subscribers to the channel. What do all you think I should do? You think I should take those heads off, man, and clean those heads up? You know, that's actually the smarter, the more adult thing to do. You know, never be in a rush, guys, to work on these motorcycles, man, because the motorcycles, they're a pain in the butt, man, anyway. They're a pain in the butt. You know, you have to take your time on these, because when you're riding on top of them, your life is literally in the hands of the motorcycle. If it's not operating top notch, you're risking your life. You can get killed on it. So that's why the motorcycles have to be in top working order. You know, and plus you get stranded somewhere. So what happened to me with YouTube a week ago? YouTube froze my account for 24 hours because of something I said on a forum. I didn't even use I didn't even use profanity. What I did was, you know, it was actually a news channel over in California. They posted about the $20 minimum wage that the fast food workers are getting. So I posted that I believe most Americans are selfish, self-centered. I used the word pigs, and I said they're crying about paying a couple more dollars for a Big Mac, but yet they turn around and they pay $2,000 for a smartphone and $60,000 for an SUV or $100,000 for a pickup truck that they never put a sheet of drywall in. And they're crying about a couple more dollars on a Big Mac they're going to have to pay, because they don't want these poor people that work in the fast food place to make any kind of money. And they froze my account for 24 hours for saying that. I didn't use no profanity. And that's what my belief is. You know, if you have never worked in McDonald's or a McDonald's setting, trust me, guys, you don't want to. You wouldn't last a day in there. It's close quarters. You're always bumping into somebody. It's very fast-paced. You have to constantly be moving or they'll send you home and fire you. And these people are constantly coming by wanting hamburger, 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 and salty fries. And they're like, while they're driving down the road or eating and shoving shoving fries in their face. Constantly. And, you know, they deserve 10% more than minimum wage. They deserve more than that. They should be getting 10% above minimum wage. And I think they deserve that $20 an hour. Because like I said, these people crying about paying a couple more bucks for a hamburger, for a grease burger and salty french fries. But meanwhile, you have a $2,000 one of them folding the phones, right? You pay what, maybe $25,000 for one of those. You paid $1,600 for an iPhone 14 and $100,000 for your big pickup truck that you never put bricks in or cinder block in or a quarter ton of sand in, and you're crying about paying a couple more dollars for a sandwich. And they froze my account for 24 hours because I said that. So I no longer comment on videos, and I may not comment on any videos on this channel either. I'll have to think. So, you know, too bad I'm not a drummer, guys. I got myself a nice pair of drumsticks right here, man. So I'm going to have to think on taking those heads off, but, I mean, I have all the tools to take the heads off. I have a torque wrench. I would need new head gaskets. And I'll tell you another thing we can do, too, is we could polish that manifold up. I can get that manifold polished. But it would be a project. It would probably last. It would probably last to the end of summer. You know, and I mean, it doesn't matter, guys. I'm not in no hurry to get this bike out anyway. Like I told you, man, the roads around here, the roads are horrible, and trying to go anywhere around here, trying to get around here, guys, there's constantly someone tailgating me. No matter what road I go on, no matter what time of the day or night, somebody tailgating you. The way these people drive around here, they drive like there's a nuclear bomb exploding behind them. And, you know, it's probably like that all over the United States. But see, around here, there's no police. You don't see no police, and people know that. So they do whatever they want to do. It's like it's a free-for-all here. So, hey, I still got to put my garage motor. I have the garage motor. It's actually sitting over there. But the motorcycle's in the way. So I probably won't be able to put the motorcycle on until this bike is done. And I'm in the process of ordering the wood I need for the wall over there. I have to buy, I'm going to buy another insulated garage door. And I think the total of material is like $950. I'm buying 7 sheets of plywood. And I'm buying, I think, 25 2x4s. And the garage door. I'm going to have it all delivered. You know, and I need 4 sheets of plywood for that door. My little roof that's over my bathroom, the front of it, I'm pretty sure I have to replace the wood. That's another project I have to get done this year. And then I'm going to have a sheet of plywood. I want to make a bench in the big garage on the one side of the wall, because once I finish that door there, all the stuff in here is going to go over there, and I'll be able to pull my car in here. So yeah, that's I'm glad those lifter blocks came off easy. I thought I was going to have a hard time getting those back bolts, guys. Like I said, those fasteners are 12-point on the tappet blocks. You're going to need a 12-point socket. It's a 1/4-inch 12-point, 1/4-inch drive I used. The front ones are easy to get to, but the rear bolts on those tappet blocks, you're going to need a universal join on your socket. And then, I mean, they're easy to get to. They're not hard at all to get to, as long as you have those 2 tools. So, all right, I'll have to get back to you guys here, man. About I have to take the rest of the stuff off the bike. We got to pull the tank off. I have to drain the tank. A lot of guys are curious on how these tanks come off. So am I. I'm pretty sure it goes back, because if it goes toward the handlebars, we're going to smash the front end of the tank. And I don't think they engineered something that way. But there is bolts underneath the tank that got to come off first. And I have my LED lights underneath there. I have to disconnect those. And then we'll drain the tank, and we'll slide the tank back, or try to anyway, without damaging it. And then we have to take off the coil cover, unhook all those wires there that I just did. I told you guys I did put a new coil on that. And then we have to take the carburetor off, which that's easy. I did that before. And then we have to take off the manifold. Then we have to disconnect the compression release wires on those little JCP or FBI or CIA clips or whatever them things are called. Those little quick, I call them quick connects. But there's actually a name for them. They're like JSP or JCP, JCPenney, something like that. I don't know. And then we have to take the tops of the rocker boxes off, which I heard they're you got to really watch doing that. But what I'll do is I have that brake-free fluid. It's like something like WD-40. I think it's called. Yeah, I have it over there. It's called Blaster. We'll let that soak in on those little bolts on the rocker box covers. They should pop off easy. And then we take the heads off. The heads should come right off. You know, then we'll take the valves off. We'll clean the valves up. We'll hone the bottoms of the valve seats. We'll grind them down a little bit, clean them up a little bit, so the valves will close real nice on those guys. We'll maybe get a little bit better compression. You know, it'd be nice if I could have those heads machined down a little bit. Then I'd get higher compression on the bike. I'd get more horsepower, but I don't got money for that, guys. I don't got no money for that, man. This motorcycle is already taken too much time from me. It's another thing a motorcycle does, guys. It takes a lot of time from your loved ones, man. That's why I'm not very enthusiastic about going for rides anymore. It's just, and then along with where I live around here, it's just no good no more, man. It's just no good no more. The place is done. Place is done. It's done. Done. Forget about it. It's done. It's done. So I'm not selling a motorcycle, apparently. I'm holding on to it. I kind of had my eyes set on that little BMW C4 electric scooter, but, you know, insurance is going up. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. My insurance, I haven't even had no tickets, no wrecks in the last 39 years, and my insurance went up $200 last year. For this year, it went up. It'll probably go up again next year. You know, and when I retire, guys, I might not be able to afford insurance. So in order for me to go get my medication and my wife's medication and food for us, I'm going to either have to drive my car illegally or have another mode of transportation. Okay, that's why I'm thinking very seriously of buying a quality electric bicycle. The one I got my eyes on right now is $2,400. It's a real nice, an adult fat tire electric. It's called the E Ahura Juliet 2 electric bicycle. It's $2,400. Because with that, you don't need insurance. You don't need a driver's license in case if the state phases seniors out from driving. They raise the insurance so much they're trying to phase the middle class. So you don't need insurance, you don't need a driver's license, you don't have to get it registered, you don't need a license plate, and plus you can go on top of sidewalks with that, and on top of dirt. You can go off the road with those. That's what's nice about it. In the wintertime, you have your food brought to you. There's handfuls of companies that do that. So, all right. So, yeah, if I take the heads off, I might finish it before summer's over. It's really not that hard to do. It's just, it's a little time consuming. So I have to take my dog for a walk tomorrow. Tomorrow I can't work on a bike. So I'll have to get back to you guys on that. Another thing I have to do too is all these parts I took off so far, I have to get them organized. Maybe I'll make room on my bench over there and we'll get it nice and organized so that I don't lose anything. But tell me what you think. You think I should take the heads off? Yes or no?